Are you eating right now?
Got a family thing of mac and cheese from Wawa earlier.
A family thing?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
It's just big.
God damn, that's a
12-ounce Red Bull next to it.
It's a pound of mac and cheese.
It's probably more than a pound if we're being honest.
Jesus Christ.
It's been a long week and a half.
Let's go ahead and welcome everybody there, Matt, to Interval 70, Got Party Podcast. How's it going, man? How's it going? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
It's going good. How are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm tired, but
dude, I'm overly tired for what happened last night, between last night and tonight. Like, too much sleep.
Too much sleep.
Yeah, that's a rarity. So I need to go back to not sleeping as much.
I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
Dude, I slept. I know, but we're out yesterday at a party, and we got home at like 6:30. Watched a couple episodes of Disenchantment season 2 now, and we just fell asleep for like 5 hours. And we're like, well, it's 11. I'm not tired, so I stayed up like 2:30 in the morning playing games, and I'm like, oh fuck it, I just go to bed. And then like I woke up at like 8. I was like, well, god damn it, that's a lot of sleep. That's like 11 hours of sleep in the past.
Yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot.
15. And I was like, god damn it. So I'm like overly tired now, but anyway, it's okay. How's it going with you, man? How you doing? I saw work has been pretty crazy.
Yeah, so we have a competition that we were getting ready for, and it took us 10, 11 days to get ready for.
Well, Jesus
I pretty much
Christ.
had 2 days off in that amount of time. I actually have off today. That's why I'm able to do this at the time we were recording.
Woo! Cheers for days off.
Because originally it looked like if I had to be at the gym the entire time the competition was happening, because it was like a 3-day thing, I would have hit like 55, 60 hours for the week. And
it happens, man. That happens.
we were trying to not have that, so I was able to get off today and a little bit yesterday, which was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
nice,
busy
dude.
with work. My body is feeling it, and I gotta go in tomorrow still to fix a bunch of shit. Which is kind of annoying, but that's what comes with a comp week.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little quiet. Let me turn myself up a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, I can't
Hopefully.
even really hear myself, so I don't know if I'm talking loud or quiet or loud. So yeah, I don't know
But
about
yeah, so that was a whole thing. But outside of that, I've just been playing video games when I can. I beat the Spyro Ignited trilogy yesterday.
Did you 300 and whatever percent?
37 or whatever. Yeah, I got everything.
All of it? Nice.
Yeah. It's like I got everything.
Nice.
It took me 26 hours to do. I have 75 out of 105 achievements.
Oh, I thought getting a 337 would be all the achievements as well.
No, that's like, I think we talked about it before. Like, some of the achievements are like, do this in this level, do this in this level. Like, when you do this level, destroy all these things, or like when you do this, like kill this guy doing this. What's that?
Certain patterns, you think? Like there's some shit have to be done, like kill this guy, then kill this guy, then kill this guy, or
hang on, I think I can find one.
Order. Fucking 4 shots of espresso in this thing because we don't have the hot water boiler thingy makey, whatever. Doesn't work anymore.
So like one of the first achievements you can get in the first game is Flame 10 Cheap in Stonehill.
Oh, okay. So yeah. I mean,
so it's like do this in this level, do this in this level. It's just like little like random things.
Cool little fucking grind shit with video games.
But like in Spyro, there's like gems and orbs and eggs that you collect, and like I've gotten all the collectibles.
There you go.
Now it's just like going back and like, don't touch lava in Skelos Badlands, or don't get hit by Bob and stuff like that.
Oh, I fucking hate Bob.
Yeah, fuck
No
Bob.
idea who Bob is.
Honestly, I don't remember who he is either.
There you go.
But yeah, so finish that. Got 75 out of 105, just by
beating them, 100%.
just by 100% in the game, or getting all the collectibles, which is pretty nice. Slowly grinding through Rage 2.
You liking it? Dude,
Yes.
You're not?
No, I am. I am.
Oh,
I said
dude,
yes.
I thought you just said no. Like blatantly just said no. I don't know how
No.
didn't hear that. But like it's
well,
the game is fun, man.
So I don't know what difficulty you played on.
I just played on normal.
Okay. So I'm playing on Ultra Nightmare, which is like the hardest difficulty.
You can keep it.
And it's funny because like starts off and like pretty much you start off, you get shot twice, you're dead.
Yep.
And it's like
I've seen.
fuck. So it's like slowly upping your health and like resistance to damage and bullets and melee and all this stuff.
Shit, dude.
It's not fucking easy. And it's like anytime I can be in my car, I just stay in the car and just like run people over and shoot people with the car.
Wait for the car to blow up, get out, hide behind it,
Yeah.
shoot people, fix it, get back in it.
Yeah. But I'm slowly getting better at using like abilities and stuff like slam and shatter.
Yeah.
But
Dude, what was the one move? I think it might have been no. I guess that's dash. What we like? You can jump up in the air and slam down. Is that the
that's slam. Yeah.
Dude, that thing is fucking powerful.
Yeah. It's like whenever I'm like in a group of a bunch of people, like I think it was the first time I was doing Mutant Bash TV. It was just like I forgot to get ammo before I went the one time. I was like playing through the first wave. I was just running around, just jumping up and slamming, jumping up and slamming, jumping up and slamming, just to kill the mutants because I didn't have any ammo.
Yeah. Dude, that thing's powerful though. But in your
Yeah.
case, Ultra Nightmare, you have to get close to do it.
Yeah. I mean, with mutants, it's not hard to do because they can't really hit from a distance.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's like
Dude,
I
it's a
feel like
fun
each time I play, I'm slowly learning like just like taking abilities one step further. Like you know, like I think it's like the nano traits is what it's called or whatever. Where like you upgrade your constitution and your slam and your dash and all that. I didn't realize there was a subset tree in those upgrades.
So you can go in
like under constitution.
and, like
Under constitution, you can do like you're more resistant to like melee and electric damage, or fire and explosive damage, or like you can reduce cooldown times for things.
I think I know what you're talking about. Like it has a little skill, and then it has like it branches off into two.
Yeah.
And it goes next to branch off. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't know those were a
missed the whole
thing. I didn't know those were a thing for the first 10 hours that I played.
Dude, the game's only 12 hours long.
Yeah, not on Ultra Nightmare.
No, yeah, and also if you do any side stuff, it just like
Oh yeah, I mean
doubles the time.
with Ultra Nightmare, I'm like actively just going out and clearing out camps and stuff to like get the project points and like get weapon mods and upgrade my health and damage and stuff like that.
Dude, the wing sticks. You like wing sticks?
Yes, I like them a little bit more in the first game, but I'm slowly getting used to them in the second game.
When you
I think-
throw 'em, you know, like to like kind of put your mouse up a little higher to go for a headshot rather than a body shot.
So I've gotten the lock upgrade.
Okay.
I don't know if that affects anything.
But it just locks on faster. But
Yeah.
if you lock on like aim at somebody and like you just notice it going like toward their body, like you have the arc.
So you're
path
saying after you throw it,
before you throw it.
before?
So when you
Okay.
lock on, like if you see like the arc going toward them.
Yeah.
If you like move your mouse up a little bit, it'll kind of jump from the body to the head. So
Okay.
you get more of a headshot and it's more chance to one shot kill them. I figured.
I mean,
late in the game too.
generally when I use a wing stick, I use it more as like a stun. So that way, like they get stunned when they're getting hit, and I just unload with my assault rifle on them.
I watched you play, and you put like 70 rounds into one fucking guy. It's like,
Yeah.
what a bullet sponge! You're just like sitting there. Just
Yeah,
walking
it's
towards
fucking
it.
ridiculous.
Hey man, that's
But actually, this might be the first game where I like the assault rifle more than the shotgun.
dude, the
like-
shotgun is the range is so like. I mean, of course it's a shotgun, but it's like it's bad. Like if you're
Yeah.
more than 10 feet away from him, it's terrible.
I think it's also the fact that I'm playing on Ultra Nightmare, and if I get anywhere close, I'm pretty much dead. So like I have to just sit back with an assault rifle and just go for pop shots essentially.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind that play style either. It
No, I
makes me
mean-
be a little bit smarter and a little bit more tactical.
It just goes slower.
Yeah.
I'm a run the fucking blow shit up, shoot things really fast with SMG or shotgun and get out.
See,
That's why I like Borderlands so much.
I'm the extreme on both ends. Like, I like being that guy that just runs in, running gun, blow shit up. But I also like the aspect of like, excuse me, when I played Ghost Recon with my buddies, of just like all of us
Wildlands?
being up on a hill. Yeah,
Nice.
up on a hill and just like syncing up our shots and going, okay, on 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot, and we take out 3 guys in like one shot. Uh-oh. Did we lose him?
So, did we like freeze there for a second?
Yeah, you first for a little bit.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. But yeah, like I'm like on the extreme end of both, and you kind of first again. That's fine. So it's like either snipe from a distance or running gun in. So like,
yeah,
having to play that middle ground of like being a sniper but with an assault rifle is kind of difficult.
Yeah, headshots like not that.
They're pretty good with headshots though. I've noticed like if I hit a head, like
it'll definitely.
It almost always kills.
Yeah.
So.
But dude, the game is like it could have just been called, "Hey, let's play pink, purple, and blue game." Okay.
I like the colors though. I like the colors.
Too, but it's just like oh, there's a button. Why is it spray painted purple?
Yeah. All the buttons are like bright purple,
pink, yellow,
which is
lime green, which is
pretty
fine.
funny.
I love the colors, but
yeah.
A little much, maybe. I don't know. Not really, but whatever.
And then
what else, man? What else have we been doing?
So all right.
Besides eating
another
tubs of mac and cheese.
Don't judge me. It's been a long week and a half.
Yeah.
Another game I've actually been playing. I found it on Steam. I've been playing with my friend Hannah. It's called Hot Lava.
Looking it up.
It is so you remember playing The Floor is Lava when you were a kid?
Yeah, of course.
It is essentially that.
Okay, that's exactly what I'm looking at a picture of it right now. It's somebody like looking at somebody else like hopping over a couch and the table
floor is lava
on fire, and because it's lava.
It's essentially someone took the game The Floor is Lava when you were little and made it into a video game.
I'm very, very surprised it took this long.
I kind of am too. But
and it's a pretty cool concept.
Yeah, and it's like I think
it's 20% off on Steam.
Yeah, it's like $15 right now, I think.
Dude, not bad.
I have 6.5 hours into it, and like me and her are nice. Like there's collectibles in every like hub world and world inside a hub world, and we're going to get them all.
Best game. Then.
Yeah, we're 6.5 hours in. I think we just got into the 3rd hub world, and there's like 8.
Damn. All right.
So
for $15,
like,
that's not bad.
If you're going to like try and get everything, it definitely has value to it. It's also fun because it's like it's literally a puzzle parkour game because you're like, okay, that's what I need. Yeah. How do I get to it? Yeah. And stuff like that.
Quick question: physics?
Yes.
Exists in the game? Like if you like go on a bookshelf, could like the bookshelf like topple over? Or something?
No, nothing topples over. Everything's kind of like set in stone where it is.
Okay.
But there's also like on all the levels, it's like beat it within this amount of time, beat it without dying. So it's like a little grindy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But I mean, like I said, I have 6.5 hours right now, and I have 19 out of 41 achievements. So it's just slowly. It seems like a relatively easy game to knock out achievements in, which is nice.
Yeah. Which is nice.
Which is nice.
It's nice. So.
It's nice. And then the only other thing, I don't think it came out when we recorded last, but I've been playing Link's Awakening.
Okay. So, what's your general consensus on this?
So I've only played about 2 hours. I'm probably gonna play it more today.
Yep.
And stream it. But so far,
but I don't want to be spoiled.
It's what I essentially remember the game being, just with like a huge graphical overhaul.
I'm actually, I pulled a picture right now, currently looking at what it looked like on Game Boy versus what it looked like on Switch, and dude, I've read some articles on it, and they more than once referred to it as adorable. So,
it kind of is.
Like, hell yeah, dude, that would be a cool game to play. The Chomps even look happy.
Yeah. I think his name is called Bow Wow.
Bow wow, yippee-yo,
but yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's like I played it a decent amount of times when I was a kid on Game Boy Color, I think it was on.
Dude. Yeah,
I played through it at least 3-4 times.
I never played it, so I'm avoiding all spoilers.
But it's like, because it was so long ago, I actually forget like the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the beginning, I was like, okay, I know I need to go down here to get this.
Okay.
And like I remember certain things like crane game and like this and that and get like the chain chomp and like stuff like that.
16 years ago it was released for Game Boy.
Yeah,
Wow.
but it was like when it comes to where I need to go, I'm like I don't remember.
Well,
Like,
it's good though, right? I mean,
yeah, it feels nice because it's like the nostalgia is hitting me. And it's like when I get to things, I remember them, and it's like,
yeah,
fuck, where do I go now?
yeah.
And then you get this item, and you're like, oh my god, I forgot this
This exists.
thing can do this, and it's nice.
I pulled up somebody streaming yesterday just to show Ashley what the game looks like, and like he just pulled out a little like, I guess it was an ocarina and started playing some music. I was like, dude, that's fucking cool. Like little music notes are going up in the air. I was like, I can't wait to get this.
Yeah.
But I'm flying home October 15th, 16th for the wedding, and I think I might just wait until then to get it.
What is that, a Wednesday?
That's a Wednesday, yeah, because the rehearsal's on Thursday and the wedding's on Friday.
Yes.
But yeah, we're gonna do that. But I'm going to buy that for the plane flights and everything. So I'm gonna try to make it as enjoyable as possible.
Yeah, I'm.
So,
It's very nostalgia hard for me right now.
yeah. Not for me, but you know, I don't
Yeah.
know why I never got into the Zelda games when I was a kid.
Well, I don't think you really had Nintendo, did you?
I did. I had NES and 64.
Okay.
I didn't have Super Nintendo though, but I had
Okay.
the original Nintendo.
So you can also play through A Link to the Past
I know, on Switch.
on Switch right now, which is something I've been like, I need to get around to this, but I have so many games I want to play.
Dude, I just want to play Borderlands.
I know you do.
I platinumed the game, by the way.
Nice.
So I got my 8th platinum trophy. I know, not that
Nice.
much, but you know, it's there.
Scrub.
Get good scrub. But there was what? How many achievements? BL3 trophies.
51?
Like, I'm getting so confused with like trophies versus achievements now. It's like I don't know what to call it, but they're all the same thing, I guess. There were. There were. I can't count. Doesn't matter. But I platinumed it. The longest one. It took me like a very long time to do the side missions because they don't. It's like glitches out and it doesn't show the exclamation point on some of the maps
Ooh.
as you're in the world. I'm like, well, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, like, I don't know. After 2.5 days of playtime into the game, I realized you can just hit L3 and it's just like, oh, in this area, this many missions completed. This many iridium. I was like, you motherfucker. So like, I just started popping trophies like crazy because I knew exactly where to go and what area. And then like, once you go into the area, the exclamation point pops up. But it's still a little glitchy at this point. But
Nice.
got the plat and just started a new new playthrough with Moze this Siren. Or I'm sorry, I did beat the game with Moze maxed out. Started a new Siren Amara. So
Okay.
we'll see how that goes.
Nice.
Anyway. So apparently there's 45 trophies.
Okay.
Is that true?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, of course, it's the same thing with like most Borderlands games. Like, there's like some that are really fucking easy, and some that are extremely fucking difficult. Like, yeah, there's 45 trophies. So yeah, dude, it was a little bit of a grind, but it took me like what? Oh, what's 2.5 days worth of playing time? 48 and 12, 60 some hours, 62 hours.
Yeah.
The platinum. That's not that
About
bad.
that 60 hours.
Yeah, not bad. I'm proud. It
Yeah,
actually says 100%
nice.
because there's no DLC yet. So,
Yeah.
so we're good. We're good. Yeah.
None yet.
None yet. But anyway, yeah. That's dude. Besides that, this week I haven't been doing much else besides working and just streaming.
I did think of something else. I don't know how I didn't see this because I had it up. Steam updated its library interface.
Meaning.
So like you probably saw like the old like original one where it's just black, but you can like go into settings and opt into a beta for the. Let me see where it is. It's settings. Shit, where was that? Somewhere.
Where was it, man?
Oh, account, and then beta participation. And if you set it to Steam beta update
Okay.
instead of none, and then restart Steam, it actually changes the interface of the library a lot more slick and smoother and prettier, in my opinion.
I'll do that, but I haven't been playing any Steam games.
No.
Speaking of which,
But
I play Portal 2.
I mean, we can always do that. But they did a good job of like filters. They just made it a lot more slick and pretty, which is nice.
Smooth. All right, I'm into it. I'll have to try that out just to see how it looks. Steam auto opens. They pull shit up. Speaking of which, speaking of like little overhauls to the interface and whatnot, Twitch did a whole overhaul of its look.
Yeah, it did.
Pre-TwitchCon here. So
it did.
I mean, I kind of like it more. People are saying like, "Oh, fuck this! Like, is there a way I can get the old one back?" And I'm like, dude, no, I like it. It's.
I mean, people say that about just about everything that gets updated with looks. Just because you're used to a previous one.
Yeah. Apparently, all the like the font is cooler and stuff. Like things look like more streamlined. Like it doesn't look as busy. I think it looks nice. So.
Yeah.
Just to throw that out there, if they also redid that.
Like maybe after the after recording this, I'll show you essentially what I see.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, share your screen. Share your screen.
I'll actually just show
the world, man.
the stream or the recording right now. Where do I go to get to that one?
I don't know how
it's
to do.
Just very pretty.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway.
God damn it, dude. Like I look at.
What?
It's like watching people stream Borderlands and stuff. And like, oh, there's like 17,000 people watching people stream Borderlands, like 17,000 viewers. And like, I look up, there's like the top 3 people have like 8,000, 6,000. I'm like, well, fuck, there's like 10 more people watching it. Other people, that's crazy. Like,
yeah,
I couldn't imagine. Like, 'cause I like to interact with chat and stuff. I
couldn't
imagine 8,000 people be like, hey, what's up? What's going on? Let me try this. I was like, oh man. But anyway, I'll never have to worry about that. So whatever. Anyway.
Was that pretty much for your week then?
Yeah, dude, just okay. Borderlands more. Found an amazing farm in Borderlands right now.
Oh yeah.
They patched it on like when you're connected to the internet, but if you just for us plebeians on the console, I just turn off the internet connection and dude, legendaries. I have to show you a screenshot. Legendaries drop like I don't know 15 of them. I got to drop in like one run last time.
Nice.
Crazy, but I pretty much have everything I wanted in the games already. So, except for one shotgun. There's one shotgun I want. That when you shoot it, it sounds like a guitar riff.
Nice.
So, anyway, yeah, that's it.
Nice. That's it. I have. Are you big on Mad Max? Out of curiosity.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay, because there's a Mad Max game that I've had, and I have not actually beat it yet, and I was thinking about streaming that next.
Let me look it up. 2015.
I guess.
Yeah, Mad Max 2015 game.
I don't think it's based on any of the movies. I think it's just like.
Is it open world or is it kind of like?
It's linear? Open world, yeah.
Dude, that's just Rage.
But it's third person beat 'em up, not a shooter.
Okay.
It's more like Batman, where it's like going around punching. Like you can't get guns, but like ammo is very scarce.
Gotcha. Okay.
So.
It looks pretty cool. It looks like fucking. I'm looking at a screenshot of it. It looks like GTA and the Desert Outlands or something. I don't know, with hella crazy bandit cars.
Yeah, I have a couple achievements in it so far because I played at one point and never got around to finishing it. So like, I almost want to do that next just to knock out those achievements.
Yeah. So I'm actually looking at a screenshot right here. Rage 2 is the closest we'll ever get to Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, you can.
I know I can, but it's just really fucking fun. But anyway, we got news, man. We got a lot of news.
We do.
So
let's break into that, I guess.
News. You got a list here typed out. We already touched on Link's Awakening, but anything else you wanted to mention about?
I mean, I don't know if it's just like a Mayan thing. I haven't really seen anyone say anything about it, so maybe I'm just. I don't know how many frames it runs on, but at times it feels a little choppy to me.
Okay.
But actually, it looks like that was like a day or two after it came out.
Has it been pat or like anything update? Or...
That's what I'm looking up right now. Oh, how to fix frame rate. Okay. Yeah, it just sounds like it's a slight issue to improve frame rate. Fix those drops. Load the card to your internal memory and it should be better for you. Well, I downloaded the game, don't have a card. So
I'm getting the card. I always buy physical, especially for like, except for of course Steam games, duh. But
yeah.
if it's PS4, gotta do it. If it's Switch, gotta do it. So,
but yeah, I mean, like pretty much all the reviews are saying it's essentially just the same game, but the nostalgia and the graphical upgrade is making it feel so different.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get it. Oh, I am gonna get it, but I just, oh man, I don't know why I didn't get into the Zelda series like.
You're working your way through it.
Early on, yeah. But, like,
you played.
I played Ocarina. Breath of the Wild was seriously like. The more I think back on that game, I'm just like, fuck, like I really want to get back and play it. It's so beautiful.
I feel like I'm definitely gonna
anything and like.
Yeah.
Just take the.
I think I'm definitely gonna hit that again when.
2 comes out.
When 2 is announced, given a release date, it's like gonna sit down, play third on master mode, the hard mode,
I was just gonna say I'm gonna download the DLC and play it. Then.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not $20 then. I mean, granted, I'm sure it's worth the $20, but I'm just hoping it's not, because I'm a cheap bastard.
Hopefully.
Speaking of Switch, though, while we're on this, I just found a link on Polygon. Joy-Con drift lawsuit adds Switch Lite.
I did see that.
People are complaining that after 20 hours of gameplay, the Joy-Con starts to drift, and with the Switch Lite, you can't change the Joy-Con.
Yep.
So you're just fucked. So apparently, it's a big to do. Which
I mean, I feel like I've heard that was an issue with the Joy-Cons in general.
Yeah.
Because like I've heard people having to send stuff in to like get them fixed and stuff. So.
Yeah, they're fucking expensive, man. $80
they are.
For a pair of Joy-Cons. Which is,
I mean, for some games,
a Pro controller.
But for some games, that's also 2 controllers.
It is, yeah.
Like that can be 2 controllers on Mario Kart, Smash, Party.
Anything really. It has to be 2 controllers on Party.
Yeah, it's pretty much just about 2 controllers on anything that can be multiplayer right now that I can think of.
Because you have the 2 bumpers on each side.
Yeah, I can't think of any Nintendo games that you need a controller for that's multiplayer.
Technically, you can do it with Cappy and Mario and Odyssey. You can do 2-player. One person can control Cappy. One person.
Well, what I'm saying is you don't need a Switch controller for a 2-player game.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yep. So
you can just easily use you can use the Joy-Cons. Yeah. That's what I mean.
So many times for Mario Kart, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
Traveling home with like Ashley's brother, my brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so at the end of July, apparently, this past 2 months ago, this is old. No, this just came out September 28th, yesterday. But apparently, as of July, Nintendo's offering free repairs with no questions asked, according to an internal memo obtained by Vice. So anyway, that's just what I throw in there. We're talking about Link's Awakening. Yeah, I'm pumped for it.
Yeah.
That is not for Joy-Con drift. I'm not pumped for that because fuck that. Anyway, I'm just gonna run down the list, man, dude.
Sure. This one you're hyped on.
I am excited. Okay. I'm gonna preface this by saying I thought it was PS5 era. I thought once they pushed it to 2020 that they were gonna just, fuck it, we're gonna do it for PS5. But The Last of Us 2 finally got its release date solidified.
Which was
February 21st, 2020. I already, as of Thursday this week, I pre-ordered my collector's edition.
This is my shocked face.
It's my shocked face. But I know like I'm the fucking eat my own words. Like Borderlands, I'm never gonna get another collector's edition, but I completely forgot that The Last of Us would probably have a collector's edition, and it has two collector's editions, by the way, a collector's and an Ellie's edition, which the Ellie's edition comes with Ellie's backpack and a 7-inch like blue vinyl of the soundtrack, which A, I don't need a backpack, plus I wouldn't use it anyway, and B, I don't have a record player, nor would I open it and use it anyway. So, just saying.
Okay.
Pretty cool. Comes the main thing I want to get is of course the lithographs. like the posters and stuff. There's a 12-inch, 1 foot tall Ellie statue that I really want. I'm gonna put it right there, up here on the desk. So I got some plans for the collector's edition stuff. So it's good.
Nice.
Things come together. But dude, speaking of The Last of Us 2, it looks insane. Have you watched the trailer for it?
Nope. So I want to play through the first one
first.
first.
You don't even know who the fuck this person is then.
Yeah, I gotta play through the first one first.
Man, we can't really talk about it then. I mean,
you can talk about your excitedness.
It's the main character. Like, dude, Ellie's fucking badass. But apparently they added dogs. So I just came across this on Polygon as well. Last of Us Part 2 and the brutal edition of dogs. Man's best friend is your worst enemy. So apparently every NPC, like every baddie in the game, has an actual name, like an actual name. So like when the so when you kill somebody, like there's a lot of stealth in the game. So like when someone comes upon a body, they'll like scream out like, "Oh no, Steve, But apparently, there's dogs, and someone had early play the game, and when someone like stumbles upon like the dog, and they like start to cry and stuff and like whimper like because their dog is dead, it's gonna be so sad.
A little bit. I know.
Oh my god.
I wonder if dogs are gonna be able to be infected or whatever.
I don't know because in the I don't want to spoil it.
I know it was like a fungus or something.
Animals can't be affected.
Okay.
There's deer and shit in the game, but like, yeah, it's a fungus that it's not really a virus. It's a fungus, I guess, that really infects and like just causes insane growth in the brain and stuff.
Yeah.
It causes you to go insane. So, I think that's the point of that. But, dude, I'm just fucking hyped. I seriously thought you were gonna wait till PS5. Honestly, because PS5 comes out later next year.
That's it with their
holiday 2020 is what they said. So I mean, for them to push it back another 8-9 months wouldn't have been too much just to further polish it and get stuff done and release it on the console.
Maybe they already have it developed for PS5 also.
Maybe it'll just be optimized for that.
And just have it. Cause I know.
Oh wait, what?
They kind of did the same thing for like other games. Like I know Breath of the Wild was released on both. I think even Twilight Princess was released on both.
Yeah.
GameCube and Wii. Now those were two different, or they were the same release date, I believe. I don't believe they were different release dates.
I don't know.
But I could see them already having a PS5 setup version set up that way, like, hey, you bought this, here's a better graphical, better running, more pretty type game. Or even if they don't, PS5 is confirmed to be backwards compatible anyway.
It is, yes. Can't fucking wait for that. So that'll be good. However, dude, I'm looking at this right now. I just pulled up like a PS5, like speculations and like release date shit. Apparently, there's a new rumor.
Oh boy.
To add to the interview, I'm just kind of going through here. We've also seen reports surface recently that the PS5 could launch on the 12th of February 2020 at an event titled PlayStation Meeting 2020, according to a leaked internal email. What are the chances that happens?
I don't know.
Yeah,
but if they do, then they'd have it ready for a PS5 release on the same day.
That kind of would make sense, though. Dude, that game would sell PlayStations.
Yes.
People who played the first one, people would get a PS5 if they can. Okay, this is the best graphics you can get. Here's alongside the PS5 launch. Here is one of the best games you can get for it. Boom. I would probably fucking buy the PS5 that day too. Dude, could you imagine getting?
I cannot.
The PS5 special edition kind of console with Last of Us, and the Last of Us fucking collector's edition.
So I'm looking up right now.
What's up?
Zelda Breath of the Wild was released same day that the Switch was.
Okay.
Nice.
So
I mean, yeah, I mean, I could see Last of Us 2 being the big selling point for PS5.
I think so too. But
And then you got Cyberpunk 2077 coming out later, to what, 2 months later in April?
yeah. So
I wouldn't be surprised if PS5 did end up getting released in February then. Because those are two big games to be like,
I mean,
PS5 is coming out. Last of Us for 2 months.
What is the holiday season? Isn't the holiday season?
I consider holiday
like January, because like you got Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's.
February? I don't really consider like when I think holiday season, I think like January, November, December.
Okay.
Like I don't normally think January because it's like
it's so early.
When I think holiday season, I think gift giving, like holiday season type thing.
Gift giving and meal eating. Holiday season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean.
Well, November because you got Black Friday.
Yeah.
At least in the United States, you have the Black Friday.
Mm-hmm. And Cyber Monday, man. Come on.
And dude. Cyber Monday. Yeah.
Be green. Stay inside and shop. Yeah, dude. But then again, February 2020. It's just outside of that holiday window for 2020. Yeah, I don't know what they meant.
Maybe.
But I guess we'll see. I mean, I of course, I have no fucking insider information. I have no idea. The most information I can get is from what I read online, and that's never true.
Yep.
Not always, but we'll see, dude. We'll definitely see, and yeah. It's okay. Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of different stuff here. So yeah, we'll find out. So whatever. Anyway,
we will find out at some point.
We'll find out once it happens.
Yes.
And things are actually confirmed. So next.
Spider-Man's back in the MCU. He apparently Sony and Disney came to agreement that he is back in the MCU for, I believe, at least 2 more films.
Oh, so it's not like
Spider-Man 3 and an unspecified 5th movie, which people are speculating is going to be another team-up movie, like New Avengers or something along those lines.
Nice, dude.
I don't know the exact. I didn't actually see the exact
I'm trying to look up some
details. But
I didn't expect this.
I think from what I was told, it was like 25% is what Disney gets now, and they get Spider-Man and Venom, I believe, is from what I was told.
I found an article.
Go ahead, find it.
The new deal was signed late on Thursday night, so I'm guessing that was the 27th or 6th, whatever. Negotiations involve top players from both studios, including Sony and Feige from Walt Disney. In exchange for lending Feige's production prowess, Marvel and Disney will receive roughly 25% of the profits, according to Insider. Disney will retain its merchandising rights and will put up roughly a quarter of the financing. As part of the arrangement, Spider-Man will also appear in one future Marvel Studios film.
Okay.
So, yeah. 25%, 25.75. When it was originally 95.5.
Yes.
Fuck you guys, 95.5. No? Okay, then no. I mean, again, 20% more of what it's going to bring in, that's significant. So I would probably take that deal.
Yes.
So,
awesome, great. And the third film of the Spider-Man series is already scheduled for July 16th, 2021.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's
I see that as
well. Little under 2 years.
That's crazy. I mean, it's kind of insane to think of how far ahead these guys have to think and like start filming and get shit in order and get scripts written and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I mean,
fucking 3-4 years in advance almost in some cases. I'm
sure. Especially with like the MCU now, where there's so many. The MCU has essentially become the comic books, where there's so much going on outside of that movie that they have to work around that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you haven't seen Far From Home yet, right?
I still haven't, no.
Okay, so I can't use an example from that movie.
You bastard. You bastard.
I mean, you're the bastard here.
I know, yeah. I mean,
I'm just trying to think of, like, a previous movie where there's, like, something happening outside of it, or something that happened in it that, like, affected 7 different movies. But I can't think of one off the top of my head. But essentially, it's becoming the comic books where, like, when you read a comic book, there's times where in an issue it says there will be a little asterisk after someone mentions something while they're talking, and it's like, check out
Spider-Man,
Batman and Robin issue number 72, and it's like that's what he's referencing. Is that what happens in that issue? And that's almost what's happening with the movies now, where it's like they reference things in other movies, or something happens in a movie that affects movies later down the line.
Check out Avengers Infinity War for...
Yeah. So it's just like one of those things where it's like they have to have this stuff set up, and Feige is working magic with what he's done since Iron Man 1. So.
Good for him. It's good for us, I guess, is what it really means. So. Yeah. What?
Ugh.
Oh, anyway.
So one thing I'm seeing, according to the trade, and then in quotes, this is from comicbookmovie.com, by the way. As Sony progresses their own Marvel universe with titles like Venom 2 and Sinister Six, and Disney Marvel their own, there could be a call and answer between the two franchises as they acknowledge details between the two and what would loosely... That doesn't sound like it's correct English. As I acknowledge details between the two in what would loosely be described as a shared detailed universe.
Oh, dude. It's going to get crazy and crazier.
So it sounds like they're going to start potentially being able to reference each other's movies within their movies. So we might hear mentions of Venom in a Spider-Man movie, and you might hear mentions of Spider-Man now actually in the Venom movie.
Bring Deadpool into the MCU, please.
I mean, Disney has Fox now.
I know. Just do it.
A lot of people are speculating the Doctor Strange movie is going to be the catalyst for bringing in the X-Men and Fantastic Four and Deadpool
and Squirrel Girl and everybody.
I don't know who Squirrel Girl, where. I don't even know what her property rights are even at this point.
Nobody owns them. Doreen Green. Who owns Doreen Green? Doreen Green, Squirrel Girl.
Who has filming rights to Squirrel Girl?
I'm guessing it'd be Disney, right? Because they own Marvel.
When was this? Okay, so this was last year. But I don't think this is still gonna happen. Because someone asked who has filming rights for her.
Yeah. Yep.
And the only answer was Freeform has announced a Marvel TV show, New Warriors, and have included Squirrel Girl in the lineup.
Yeah, dude. I'm into it.
But I haven't heard anything about it. It's unclear if New Warriors will take place in the MCU, as it will be Marvel's first comedy TV series since it began producing its own content in Hollywood.
Nice.
Tone of the series will probably determine whether the show can work with the MCU. Marvel films have a lot of comedy, but they never become outright farcical?
Farcical? Is that a word?
Farcical. Never. That's not a real word. That's made up.
Farcical?
Farcical?
Relating to or resembling farce, especially because of absurd or ridiculous aspects.
Okay. When you pronounced that, I assumed it was a form of the word farce.
Farcical, yeah. I'm gonna farce in your face, man.
But based on the above, I'd have to say the rights must belong to Marvel/Disney.
That's what I assume. But
so
my assumptions usually are wrong.
I mean, it could have been something that they were waiting for the first generation of Marvel heroes to be done, so that way they can.
Let's bring in a whole new fucking thing and make millions of dollars off that too, guys. Good idea. And like 20 years down the road, when everything's all crazy, we can join all these guys together with the original cast and be a fucking dude. Billions. Yep. Makes sense. That's exactly how they talk, I think, too.
Yeah? Is that how they talk?
They talk like surfer bros from California.
Okay.
Apparently. Anyway.
Huh. But yeah, he's back.
Speaking of,
he followed his own MCU timeline of appearing in a couple movies, and then all of a sudden ceased to exist, and then coming back.
I mean, with the with the quantum realm, it's possible. I think anything's possible now.
I don't know if he went to the quantum realm. I think he just got dusted for like a month instead of 5 years.
Yep. So he's fine.
Yeah.
No, it was 3 years, right? Wasn't it 3 years?
No,
later?
it was 5 in between
5 years
Infinity War and
Yeah. Okay.
whatchamacallit,
Okay.
Endgame.
Okay. So, moving on, news-wise, you got in some interesting space news?
Oh yeah, just it's kind of quick.
Sure.
But astronomers essentially watched
Ooh.
6 galaxies suddenly fire up into quasars. And essentially, a quasar is just like a high energy output galaxy. I think it's from what I understood. But it normally takes thousands, millions, or even billions of years for stars and galaxies to evolve. But astronomers spotted this happening over the course of months.
Holy shit! So like
And it wasn't just like one; it was like 6 different cases.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, everything we thought we knew again just got turned on its head. Why the fuck did this happen so quick?
Yeah, holy shit. So I thought a quasar was just a one massively dense star. That's a neutron star, I guess. But a quasar is a massively and extremely remote celestial object emitting exceptionally large amounts of energy and typically having a star-like image in a telescope. And it's they contain massive black holes, and they're galactic nucleuses. So, anyway.
Yes.
There's a blazar? What's a blazar? Not a blazer.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Yeah, right? Blazar used galactic shift. Blazar is an active galactic nucleus with a relativistic jet. A jet composed of ionization. So it actually blasts shit out in a jet stream of ionized matter at the speed of light. Holy fuck. Anyway. That's pretty
but yeah, like they're trying to figure it out, and they're not exactly sure why it was so sudden and dramatic.
My only thought was just maybe a chain reaction. One went and then just triggered.
Well, it's not really saying how close they are together, but like galaxies are pretty far apart.
Oh, yeah.
Like
About 2-3 miles.
yeah, just 2 or 3 miles.
Just about 5 billion astronomical units. I don't know, something crazy.
Yeah, it's just it's right down the road. Make a left, it's right there.
Yeah,
But yeah, the 6 transitions were so sudden and dramatic, it tells us that there's something altogether different going on in these galaxies. We don't know how such massive amounts of gas and dust can suddenly start filling into a black hole. Because we caught these transitions in the act, it opens up a lot of opportunities to compare what the nuclei look like before and after transformation, with the nuclei, I'm guessing, being the black hole at the center of the not universe, galaxies.
Damn, dude. Damn, space.
But yeah, they're all baffled, and space once again blows our mind with doing crazy shit.
I can't I've read so much shit about all the books I have upstairs, Stephen Hawking and Neil deGrasse Tyson and all that shit, and just the things that they wrote about 5 years ago, they're just getting turned on their heads now. Oh, we discovered a quasar, and now it's fucking 17 blasting off right now. It's holy shit.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff, man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. For just a quick little reference, Andromeda is the closest galaxy to Milky Way, and it's 2.5 million light years apart.
Which means the light we're seeing from it is
2.5 million.
2. Yeah. Okay.
A light year is how fast light travels in 1 year.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, we're looking back into the past, looking at that. It could be gone. It could be
how far it can travel in 1 year, not how fast it can travel in 1 year.
How far light can travel in 1 year.
Yes.
Yeah, how fast it can travel at fast speed of light.
A light year is a a measure of distance, not time.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's your fun fact for the day, if you didn't know it.
Hey, you got cool stuff. Yeah, awesome. So I just wanted to bring up another interesting movie trailer I saw.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I saw it on Reddit.
The Irishman.
Yeah,
It
what
is-
is this?
It's the story of Frank Sheeran. Pretty much, I read a book called "I Heard You're Painting Houses," and it's a story, of the Kingston, Pennsylvania mafia, my hometown. But it's got Joe Pesci in it. It's got De Niro in it. It's produced by Martin Scorsese. It's gonna be one of the fucking bomb ass.
It's got
Bomb
Pacino
movies.
in it too.
It's got Pacino, yeah. So it's gonna be it's one of those heavy hitters, man. De Niro, Pacino, Pesci, Bobby Cannavale, Ray Romano for whatever reason, but
Interesting. Okay.
yeah, he plays like a lawyer in the show. But it's premiering at the New York Film Festival. Then it's gonna go to select theaters after this, late this fall. Dude, it's 3 hours and 30 minutes long.
Jesus.
3.5 fucking hours. But this is the story of Jimmy Hoffa and the Teamsters and the Union and JFK getting like the assassination of JFK and stuff like that. Like, apparently, the mafia had all stuff into that. I don't
Okay.
spoil anything, but yeah, Frank Sheeran was a heavy hitter in the mafia there.
Interesting.
Can never be a made man because he was Irish, quote unquote, the Irishman. So he wasn't pure blood Italian. So he couldn't
Okay.
be made. Just a random thing.
That makes sense.
But yeah, dude, it's gonna be like one of the best. I think it's gonna be one of the best mob movies of all fucking time. Joe Pesci
Okay.
is showing his goddamn age, though. Wow, he's getting old, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're all
getting old, but
yeah.
I mean, Al Pacino looks like a fucking. I don't even know what he looks like now. Jesus Christ, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, buddy? Anyway, yeah, I'm pumped, dude. I'm really excited. So we'll
Nice.
see what comes of this. I didn't know it's 3.5 hours long. Holy fuck. 100% Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know how anybody saw it right yet, but critics,
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway, dude, I'm pumped for that. And yeah. So I have one little more tidbit of news that I just found that's local
Yes.
and cool. Not cool at all, but like local and interesting that you would find interesting as well.
Yeah.
So at the Williamsburg Fair this past weekend,
Mm-hmm.
Another helicopter crashed.
I did not know that.
So they do helicopter tours here at the Williamsburg Fair, which, if nobody knows this, but Williamsburg.
By here, he means Pennsylvania, not
Pennsylvania.
Wyoming.
Yeah, like there. Yeah. So me and Matt, of course, met at Williamsburg University. That's where we went to school, and I've been going to Williamsburg Fair since I was born. But apparently they do $20 helicopter rides to see the fair from the air. So this this helicopter, I guess it was just taken off and it crashed and took out in the parking lot. So it took out a bunch of fucking cars with it. Like, it just totaled a bunch of vehicles too. And there's pictures and videos and stuff. and it's
Jesus Christ.
yeah, dude. And so with the FAA issued a statement saying an Enstrom F-28F sightseer helicopter crashed south of the helipad at the Williamsburg Fair, Williamsburg, PA. They'll investigate and determine probable cause. But yeah, it was like 8 o'clock at night. I don't know what the hell is going on, but there's a bunch of pictures online. It's just, dude, the thing's fucking mangled. But I just find it crazy. Also,
Yeah.
in 2013, I didn't know this. When we were in school there in 2013, a fucking helicopter pilot died because he walked into the rotor as he was filling the
Did not know that.
fuel. So
I graduated at
I
that
just
point.
graduated. I was doing my
You were doing your
senior
last semester. Yeah.
So yeah, apparently in 2013, there's a fatality.
Well then.
Of a guy. I'm surprised I didn't hear about that then. I'm just hearing about it now. But anyway, I just said that was just crazy little local news for you there. But I want to watch some of these videos. Like, it's fucking crazy. But nobody was killed. 3 injured.
That's good.
Unfortunately, 3 injured. But I mean, that's awesome that
No
no
one
one
was killed.
actually got killed. So totaled some cars though. Holy shit.
Yeah, I could
Can you
imagine.
imagine calling your insurance company like, hey, I'd like to make a claim. For what? Well, you see, you see a helicopter just came out of the sky. Sir, we don't believe
I
you.
could not. Well, here's a picture.
Yep. Oh, here's a video.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Never mind. We'll get you a check cut. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty interesting shit. I don't enjoy stories like that at all, but I just find it really interesting that something like that happens in like a place where we kind of kicked off our friendship and got our kicks.
Oh, we got a lot of kicks.
Oh my god, too many kicks. Anyway.
Got anything else?
No, man. I'm just gonna watch this video really quick.
Okay.
1735. We got to kill. Did you hear that?
No.
Okay. Dude, man, some of these pictures are fucking like bad. I mean, I guess granted, no helicopter could look good, but
yeah.
Like, dude, like some of the cars are just like pancakes. So they just fucking.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Anyway, yeah, no, that's it, man. That's all I got.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Let's wrap it up here then.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go shopping this afternoon with the fiance, and if there's a GameStop somewhere, I might just have to pick up Link's Awakening anyway. So.
Hey, you do you, boo boo.
Hey, yeah, hey, oh, hey. Yeah, guys, but that'll do it for us. I'm gonna shamelessly plug us here now because I didn't do it at the beginning, but you can find us on Instagram, guy_party_pod. I just got the password back up and running, so I've just been posting some stuff there lately. So we'll be on posting some shit, and we got Gmail account questions, guyparty91@gmail.com. Check us out, guypartypod.com. We got the audio versions and video versions of this podcast. You guys can check it out and give us some feedback. So we appreciate it. Anyway,
Bye.
We'll catch you guys next week. Bye.